Hello student, good morning. I am Dr. Ajay Kumar Sinha, Professor of Chemistry. Today I am going to start new chapters. Here new chapter means I already told you that I have finished 11th part A, 11th part 2, 12th part A, 12th part 2, and I have discussed in details and this fundamentals of engineering, medical, all questions I have discussed. Now I am going to discuss chapter wise additional problems and advanced information for Iitjee, JEE, Neet, AIMS and other competitive examination, particularly useful for science competitions. Then this I will discuss, and I told you I will discuss chapter wise, and already I have discussed in 11th and 12th details, and say here question will be different, only difficult questions and question asked in competitive examination like IIT, medical, or in different type of examination of medical examination. You know that many examinations are there. Engineering also IIT is there, and other examination is also there. AIMS are also conducting examination. Then many question, most whatever I will discuss, that will be related to examination only, that is asked question. Most of the question will be asked or very important for examination. Okay, then this I will discuss chapter wise. Okay, chapter wise additional problems and advanced informations, okay, for all these examination. Then today I will start from the first chapter, that is the atoms, molecules and chemical numericals or arithmetics, you can tell. Okay, first chapter, that is that is very important chapter, that is atom, molecules and calculation, chemical calculation, or also you can tell arithmetic. Okay, many questions are asked. Then first I will review all the fundamentals of the chapter, and then I will discuss this questions asked in various examination of medical and engineering. Okay, then first I will review all the fundamentals. Then first I will discuss significant figures. Significant figures. Many questions are asked. Then just first I will review fundamentals, and every time first I will discuss the chapter's fundamentals, then I will come to the questions. You know that in examination different type of question is asked, correct? Multiple choice question is asked. In that also I can say different type. In that also question will be of different concept, that I will discuss. Numericals I will discuss, and many, you can say, question is asked in many pattern. Then all thing will be discussed according to the, you can say, pattern of the examination. Okay, and so you have to be regular, then you will understand and you should listen carefully. Okay. Then slowly and slowly I will start, and but every time first I will review the fundamentals. After reviewing the fundamentals, I will come to the question answer. Okay, explanation of questions asked in examination, or very important questions, new type of question, or also you can tell advanced information. Okay, also you can tell additional problems. Numericals also I will discuss. Now I am going to start significant figures. Significant figures all will be discussed in brief, because details already I have discussed. If you want to know details, then you have to go through the, you can say, respective chapters what I have finished. Okay. Then now just I will brief it only here. I will not go here in depth. For the depth you have already if you have already studied, then no problem. If you have any doubt, if you want to know the details, then you have to go through the lectures. Chapter wise already I have delivered. Now here only I will brief it. Then first is the significant figures. The total number of digits in a number, including the last digit whose value is uncertain, is called the number of significant figures. Again I am telling you, 2 times I will repeat. Be careful. The total number of digits in a number, including the last digit whose value is uncertain, is called the number of significant figures. Example, I am telling you 13.4267. 13.4267 plus minus 0.0001 has 6 significant figures. In this 13.4267 plus minus 0.0001 has 6 significant figures. Okay, plus or minus, that is not very important here. Then 13.4267, this is important, significant. Okay, significant means important. Then there are 6 significant figures. 1, 3, 2 figure, after the point 4267 is there, means total 4. A total 6, 2 plus 4, total 6. 13.4267. Then here 6 significant figures are there. Now I am going to discuss rule for determining the number of significant figures. What are the rules? Okay, then there are 7 rules. There are 7 rules for determining the number of significant figures. Because in examination, if question is asked, then you have to follow these rules. Okay, and now rules I am telling you, and all the things what I am telling, that will be used up in solving the problem or numericals. Then first rule for determining the number of significant figures. First rule I am telling you, all non-zero digits. Non-zero digits means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should not count 0. Okay. Then first, all non-zero digits as well as the zeros between the non-zero digits are significant. As for example, 5004. 5004 has 4 significant figure. 5004 or 6004, anything you can take example. And there are all 4 digits are there, all are significant figures. Correct? You also think in a common way. Okay, common way. Now you know all the things figure 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and after the point value will be less. You know, after the decimal value will be less. Main values will be the before decimal. That you know. Then you always use the common sense also. Then this first rule I am telling you, all non-zero digits as well as the zero digits between the non-zero digits are significant. As for example, 6004, then 2 zeros are there in between, then obviously these zero will be important. Okay, then this in 6004 has 4 significant figures, means 6 and then 200 and 4, total 6. Okay, a total 4, 6004, total 4 significant figures are here. This is the first rule. Second, zeros to the left right also, just think, zeros to the left of the first non-zero in the beginning, means 0 to the left of the first non-zero digit in a number are not significant. Correct? Just like 0.0045. 0.0045 has 2 significant figures. What are that? Means 0.0045 has 2 significant figures. That is the 4, 5. Okay, zeros are before the 4, 5. Then 0 to the left of the first non-zero. Non-zero is here, 4. 4 5s are there. Then before the 4, 2 zeros are there, 0.0045. Then this 0, the zeros to the left of the first non-zero digit in a numbers are not significant. Then here 0.045 has 2 significant figures, that is the 4 and 5. Now third rule, if a number ends in 0, if a number ends in zeros, but these zeros are to the right of the decimal point, these zeros are significant. Okay, these zeros are significant. As for example, 2.500, 2.500. Here 4 significant figures are there. That is a 2 is also important, and after the point 500 are there. Okay, you can't write 2.5. You have to consider that 0 also. 2.500. Total 4 figures are there. All are significant figure. Okay. Remember, again I am telling you, in a number, if a number ends in zeros, but these zeros are to the right of the decimal point, then these zeros are significant. Example, 2.500 has 4 significant figures. 2 is also there, and after the point 3 digits are there, figures are there, then total 4. Here 4 significant figures are there. Now next rule, rule 4. If a number ends in zeros, but these zeros are not to the right of a decimal point, these zeros may or may not be significant. Again I am telling you, 2 times I will tell, just to listen carefully. Okay. If a number ends in zeros, but these zeros are not to the right of a decimal point, these zeros may or may not be significant. As for example, 20500, 20500, okay, 20500, then that can be written as, they said 20500, you can write also 2.05 into 10 to the power 4. You can write. Correct? Same meaning. 2.05 into 10 to the power 4. If you will solve it, then you will get 20500 only. But you can write like this, 2.05 into 10 to the power 4. Then here 2.05 into 10 to the power 4 has 3 significant figures, but written as this 20500. Here already you know that this is all are important, but you can write it as a 2.05 into 10 to the power 4. Then now you know that 10 to the power 4 is a big number. First, that is a very important. But here I am telling you now 2.05 into 10 to the power 4. Then 3 digits are there, 2.05. Then this is a important figure. Here 3 significant figures are there. Okay, 3 in this 2.05 into 10 to the power 4 has 3 significant figures. But if written as 2.050 into 10 to the power 4, in this way also you can write, result will be the same, 2.050 into 10 to the power 4. Then if you will solve, again you will get original one. But it can be written like this also. This 2.050 into 10 to the power 4. Here this has 4 significant figures. 4 significant figures means 2.050. 2.050. There are 4 figures. All are important. Correct? All are important. Correct? This has 4 significant figures and so on. Correct? Now next rule I am telling you, the result of an addition or subtraction. This is very, very important. All rules are important. Actually some rules you might be knowing also. Okay, but now some rules you might be not knowing also, that you understand. But always think in a common sense way, in a general way, in a practical life, what you are thinking. because always you are you are doing transaction, correct? You are purchasing something, that time you are paying money or you are taking money, then you know the importance values. But here in the numericals, here sometimes because you have to consider very small values also in fraction. Then in that fraction, which is important or not important, keeping in mind, you have to understand which digit should not follow, which figure you should follow, you should understand. Then fifth rule, the result of an addition or subtraction should be reported to the same number of decimal places as that of the term with least number of decimal places. Again you listen. The result of addition or subtraction should be reported to the same number of decimal places as that of the term with least number of decimal places. Example I am telling you. 4.525 4.525 plus 2.3 plus 6.24. Then after adding, what you should write? 4.525 plus 2.3. Correct? In second case, after the point, only one digit is there, 2.3 plus 6.24. Now after the point, 24 is there, two figures are there. And in the first, it was 4.525. Okay, after the decimal, three figures were there. Then how will you report? What is that sum? Then sum will be, if you will add all the things, then you will get 13.063. 13.063. Actually, if you are not knowing, then you must know. Actually, all figure you write. Actually, as for example, 4.525 is there. You have written 4.525. Now, plus 2.3 is there. Then you should write 2.3 is there. But now you have to write in term of like you can say former digit. 0.525 was there. Now only 0.3 is there. Then you should write 0.300. 20 simply you write. Then now it becomes similar. 4.525. Now you have written 2.3. You have written like 2.300. You can write to make similar. Now third is 6.24. Then now again you have to add 1 0 simply just to make it similar, like 4.525. It is maximum. Then in that way you have to write before adding. Then it will be easy to add. Then it will be 6.240. Then now after the point, all are 3. All have 3 figures. 3 figures. Then you add. Then 4, 2, 6, 6 and 6, 12. And this fraction if you add, means total it will come 13.063. After adding all these 3, total will be 13.063. It is exact. It is exact. But how you should report? Then this 13.063 will be reported as 13.1. 13.1. Why you are writing like this? Because here minimum was 2.3. After the point three terms were there, 4.5 to 5. Second was 2.3. Third was 6.24. Then minimum was 2.3. Means after the decimal only 1 point was there. Then result you should report in this way only. Minimum. What was the minimum? In that way. Then here you 13.063 is there. Then you can't write 13.0. After the point one digit you have to write. But here you have to think, because 13.063 is there. Then you know that 13.06 is there, but you don't, 63 is there, 0.063. Then if you want to write it only in one digit, then for the 6 you should write 1, 0.063. You know that after the 0.5 you should write 1, correct? 1, you should make it 1. Then here 0.06 is there. Then for the 0.063, 0.06 is there, second term you consider. Then for that you write 0.1. For the 0.06 you write 0.1. Means you can report it as a 13.1. 13.1. Many students don't know this. Okay. And in subtraction also you have to follow same way. Now next rule, rule 6. Rule 6. The result of multiplication or division. The result of multiplication or division should be reported to the same number of significant figures as is possessed by the least precise term. What I discussed earlier, same way, least precise term. Again I am telling you, the result of multiplication or division should be reported to the same number of significant figures as possessed by the least precise term. As for example, 4.327 into 2.8. Suppose it is like this, 4.327 into 2.8. Then you know after multiplying, exact value will come 12.1156. 12.1156. After the point, 4 digits are there. But how will you report? Then it will be reported as 12 only. 12, 1, 2. Because now after the point 1156 is there, less than 5, that it is reported as 0. Or don't write anything, only just a round figure you can tell. You can write only 12, means 12.115 will be reported as only 12. Only 12, you remember. Okay, these are also many students don't understand. This is the exact value you can write, no problem. But it is reported as I told you, precise term, least precise term. Then least precise term is 2.8. In that way you can write. Then you can write 12.1156 as a 12.0. 0 you write or not write. But because it is a 0.11, and so that is not important. You write directly 12. Now next rule I am telling you. If calculation involves a number of steps, the result should contain the same number of significant figures as that of the least precise number involved, other than the exact numbers. Okay. Least precise number has value, remember. Again I am telling you, if calculation involves a number of steps, the result should contain the same number of significant figures. You have to write the only significant figures as that of the least precise number involved. Other than the exact number you should not write. Only main figure you should write. A main figure is written. That is the least precise number involved other than the exact numbers. Now next things I want to tell you, rounding off, OFF, rounding off. What is the rounding up? Now you understand. Rounding off, it implies as follows. Now listen. First, you might be knowing also. If you are not knowing, then you should learn. If the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is less than 5, what I told, the same things. If the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is less than 5, the digit is taken as such that all other digits to its right are dropped. Other digits to its right are dropped. By example, you can understand. Suppose you have 1.234. 1.234. Then you should write only 1.23 you can write. 2 digit after the point you can write. 1.234 was there, but you can write 1.23. Again I am telling you, if the digit just next to the last digit means 1.234, you are talking about the 4. If the digit just next to the last digit to be returned means here 1.234, then last digit is 4, then before last digit 3 is there and 3 you want to return, then you write only 1.23. If the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is less than 5, if less than 5, this is the condition. The last digit is taken as such and all other digits to its right are dropped. That is 1.234 you can write as 1.23. Second rounding up, that is, listen, if the last digit is greater than 5, here you have seen less than 5, then you have dropped, last digit you have dropped. If it is more, then it will increase by 1, you might be knowing. If the last digit is greater than 5, the digit to be retained is increased by 1 and all other digits on its right side are dropped. As for example, 1.236 is there. 1.236. You want to write only in last digit, you don't want to write. Then here 1.236 is there and you want only to write in after the point only 2 digit. Then now 3 you add 1 in 3, you write on 1.24 and 6 you don't write. 1.236 was there. I want only to write only in 2 digit after the point. Then 1 you increase. Now it will come 1.24. And the third actually this rule here in rounding up, if the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is equal to 5, not if it is not less and not more, equal to 5. Less than 5, then no problem, we will not write anything. If it is more than 1, you have to add. If it is 5 only, then again you should understand, many students don't know. If the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is equal to 5, the last significant figure is left unchanged. If it is even and is increased by 1, if it is odd, you remember even and odd. Again you listen. If the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is equal to 5, then what will you do? Then now listen, the last significant digit, the last significant figures you can tell is left unchanged. No change you have to do. If it is even, don't make any change. If last digit is 5, then you add simply in 2 digit only, and third digit you can remove. As for example, 1.235, 5 is there, then you write only 1.23. Don't add any extra. Don't add 1. You write only this thing. Here you should remember 1.235 is there, correct? Then here what you have to do, list, that is the last significant figure is left unchanged, means you have to write last digit 5 only. 5 is there, means condition is there. First listen condition, then you will understand it. That the last significant figure is left unchanged if it is even. Example I am telling you. Actually this last significant figure is left unchanged if it is even and is increased by 1 if it is odd. If it is odd, odd means 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these are odd. Then in that case you have to add 1. And if it is even, then don't add. Okay. Then now I am telling you, if the digit just next to the last digit to be retained is equal to 5, the last significant figure is left unchanged. If it is even and it is increased by 1 if it is odd. Example is, I am telling you, 1.235. You can write 124 as usual. And if it is 1.225, 225, then see before the 5, 2 are there. Before the last digit, 2 is there. 1.225. Then here, because before the last it is a 2, that is the even. Then now we write only 1.22. because it is a even. Before the end digit is a 2, that is the even. Hence 5 you can drop. You don't increase. It will be 1.22. But here 1.235, then before the 5 3 is there. Before the 5 3 is there, and 3 is odd. 3 is odd. Then you have to add 1. In odd, in case of odd, it is added. You remember. In odd, it is added. Then 1.235 is there. Then now that if you are removing 5, then in 3, 1 you add. Then it will come 1.24. Correct? When it is odd, because before the last digit, if it is odd, then you add. 1 you add. And if it is even, then don't do anything. Okay? And third only rigid. If it is 5 there, that you remove. Don't write. Only 1.225. 5 we don't write, only 1.22. If it is even. And if it is odd, means I told you 1.235. Then before the 5, 3, that is the odd, then you add. Then you can write 1.24. Okay. Then now I have discussed about the significant figures. Now I am stopping only here. Next class I will discuss other important terms. Okay. Thank you.